Yes, I should get closer, huh?
Hey, maybe so. What's up,
My
y'all?
phone.
Yeah, we're gonna jam to that for a minute, man.
You get some food points with this one. I like this.
You hear that, y'all? Cool points.
Yes,
Me, I get cool points all the time.
my jam.
Well, then jam.
Oh, I am. I gotta share it first.
Go ahead. Jam. Yeah, yeah. What's up, everybody? Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster, with my lovely wife, Malika Forster. And, happy Monday. Celebration to all the women out there in the world today.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know,
All right, I'm ready.
big kudos to
I
all of
shared
y'all.
it. Wow, it's Monday. I lost track of the days. I forgot.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta finish jamming to my phone.
Go ahead, jam, 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 jam.
I want to get out this chair.
What's up, Dave? What's up, T? Gerald, what's going on, all y'all? Yeah, yeah. Well, we gonna fade, we gonna fade, we gonna fade, we gonna
Oh,
fade, we gonna fade, we gonna fade, we gonna
do we
fade.
have to?
Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Bill Foster.
Hello, how are
What's up?
you? How's it
Give me
going?
some dap.
Okay, yeah. That's good. We dapping out.
Wow, it's nice to see you. This is just like old times. The
Yeah, yes,
kitchen.
yes, it is. Yes.
Remember
Yes, it is.
Kitchen Table Chronicles?
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Friend of ours used to tell us that.
Yeah.
Exactly. John Cross, yeah, the alligator arms. That's it. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing on a Monday? Uh, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster, with my lovely wife, my co-host, Malika Forster. It's our show. What we doing?
You look so little. I need you to like
Listen, you're gonna stop navigating.
straighten
Stop.
your back.
Stop.
You know.
Stop.
All right, bye. I'm done.
Exactly. The show gonna be over quick,
You know how your parents
y'all.
say, straighten up, straighten your back.
Oh my God.
Oh, Bill,
Yes.
relax yourself. Just relax. There
What's
we go.
going on, everybody? That's married life. I know.
What a way to start the show.
I
I
know.
do have like I see Dave Connolly. I do have Dave's website to work on.
I
I have a
know.
couple sites. I have some things to do. So I
So,
will give you a few.
Collins, what's going on? How are you, Colin?
Hi, Colin.
How's everybody doing today on this Monday? Um, little chilly, but this week is supposed to be nice. Isn't that something? Like the weather's really going to turn up, right?
Yes.
Please, Harlem, don't act up. The world, calm down. It's just one time. Don't get carried away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm a warm weather girl. I not a fan of the snow, not a fan of the ice, but
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna take it easy. I got my sunglasses ready. That's right, Dave. I see that. Yes.
Yeah. She's a busy one. Yeah, man. People keep her moving and grooving.
Hey, Sister Gina, what's up, girl?
Yeah, what's going on, G?
Nice to see you.
How you doing? So, first, let's give a big shout out to all the women out there. This is your month. So we appreciate you, applaud you, salute you, all that good stuff. Yeah. Secondly, let's give prayers out to those officers that got shot at in Brooklyn. That was crazy.
Just awful.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're gonna talk about the mayor. The governor. Talk about COVID. We're gonna talk about little stuff. We can talk about some relationship stuff if you want. We came in already with some relationship stuff because she telling me to sit up, sit down, do all this.
Well, they could only see from your chin up. I want them to, get the full effect. You look so nice in your white tee. So nice.
Bill, remember, happy wife, happy life. You know what's so funny, John? I've heard that all my life.
We don't go by that though.
No, we don't. But it seems like it's true though. I'm not going to dispute it because
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right? That was
okay. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, but we ain't gonna talk about that yet. Not this right now. So anyway, you know what's so funny?
I'm sorry. Are you speaking? What's up?
Let me ask you a question. I'm on a real serious note. But first and foremost, everybody, if you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe. push the thumbs up button. If you're on Facebook, share it. This is what the Forsters are doing. This is Real Talk Chronicles. Every first Monday of the month, we have Assemblyman Al Taylor. It's Real Talk with Al Taylor. This Tuesday, I don't know. Maybe it might be the Forsters. Real Talk with the Forsters. We have to think about that on Wednesday. On Wednesdays, it's every Wednesday. I'm here with Kevin Branzetti, and we talk about a lot of law enforcement stuff and things that is going on in the world today, and then get his perspective. And it's a white perspective, and I respect his perspective, whether I agree with it or not.
It's an interesting perspective.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Branzetti and Al Taylor. And then the third Wednesday of every month is Real Talk with Allison Williams, the First Lady of Def Jam R&B. Mm-hmm. And I think this Monday coming up, she's doing something in support and praise
for Women's History Month.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I might even let you just post that and not fade to black on that. But you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to make executive decisions. And the last Monday of every month, we have our spiritual talk with Pastor Kevin Graves. Mm-hmm. That's a good segment too. I enjoy that now.
Definitely.
Exactly, Delcina. Happy Women's Day. Shout out to all of you that's chiming in. We appreciate the love and support. So let me ask you a question. And I thought about this in regards to watching. We saw the footage of the officers getting shot at in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. You met me when I was already retired, so you didn't have to deal with that aspect of my husband is going to work. Mm-hmm. I mean, as a wife, as a loving person. Amir, what's going on, brother? Shout out to you, brother. As a wife, I'm sure we always worry about your loved ones when they leave the home, because God forbid anything can happen. Mm-hmm. But let me ask you a question. How would you have felt if I was still active, a member of the service when I met you? How would you have dealt with that?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we talked about before. I definitely, we worry, right? Just going to the store or going wherever. I'll say, be safe, be careful, getting on the turnpike. So it would be the same verbiage coming from me. I'm always going to say a prayer for you when you walk out the house, no matter what you're doing. But my faith is very, very strong. So, I always just pray and ask God to continue to protect you. Right. So the gift that I gave you, what was it, like 2 months ago?
Yes.
Was the prayer, and I had it engraved on a shield for Bill. So our faith.
It was
Saint Michael.
Saint Michael.
Yeah. So again, our faith is very strong, and I always just ask God to continue to protect us. And of course, if you were still active, I would pray a few more, say a few more prayers, over time. But I mean, just watching that clip of the officers in Brooklyn today, it's just terrifying to see that. And I thank God that they're okay. The injuries, from what I think I heard, they're going to be all right. But it's just, everybody at the end of the day, no matter what your job is, we all want to do our job and go home to our families, period. Yeah, and that includes police officers. So
absolutely,
it was unfortunate that happened to them, but thank God that they're going to be okay.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I speak out a lot about injustice against people of color done by law enforcement. I'm not anti-law enforcement. I always say that, and I hope I try to say that to make sure people understand that I'm not.
Yeah.
Because how could I do a job that I was anti? But we can see that's a whole other thing, because we can see there's people that took an oath and they don't do their job.
Right.
But I say all that to say that I'm definitely not anti-law enforcement. I'm just anti-police brutality and unjust amongst people of color, or even white people. I'm just tired of unjust against anybody. But we know that the cards are not dealt fairly for people of color. What's up, Michelle? I see you in the building.
So what if the tables were turned? I mean, everybody knows I'm a big nerd techie. My job is being in front of the computer all the time. But what if I was a police officer, active duty on the street, and you were in a relationship with me? since we're throwing out these hypothetical questions here.
Well, I would have to trust who you are as an officer that you would be able to handle yourself because I'm assuming at the time frame that we got together, you would have already been an officer. So I would have had to assume and expect that you to carry that same uh, urgency of protection, for yourself,
right,
with you continuously.
mm-hmm.
It's a different, I mean, the climate is totally different now, mm-hmm. where officers are not allowed the longitude and latitude that they were when I was working. Mm-hmm. And I say that with no disrespect to the community, of course. I'm just saying that you say boo and you're in trouble. There's a camera out and it's almost like now you have to be hit first for the community to say, oh, okay, now you can fight back. But wait a minute, don't fight back too hard. So I mean, it's a whole different time. And I'm glad you are a techie or a nerd or whatever you want to say, because mm-hmm. that's a good thing, because that's why you started your own business. Mm-hmm. What's up, Betty? I see you. Pearline, what's going on?
Hi, Miss Pearl. But Bill, you have given my mom and I some very interesting gifts, and we do appreciate you for that. But we need some training on how to use it, just in case. So we're gonna need to get on that self-defense training that we've been talking about.
Absolutely,
we need it.
John, they got the sisters. I gave them some sisters.
Yes.
So anybody that's ever worked with me, you'll know what sisters are.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell
that
you.
And the tactical thing.
Yeah, that's something too. I let me tell you something. Just for anybody out there in today's climate, you may not want to study martial arts, but there's some things that you need to learn. And I mean, I'll do some seminars and stuff like that. Let me know if you're with that. On just how to just watch your back and guard your six and whatever terminology you want to use.
So when you got out the car the other day, what did I say to you? I said, I got your six.
Yes, you did. Yes.
So I'm picking up on the terminology a little bit.
Yes. So
what else, Bill? It's been like a year since we started this. This is March 2021. Mm-hmm. Last year, it must have been in April or May. I need to go back. This is coming up on our 1-year anniversary of doing Real Talk Chronicles online together.
Yeah, podcasting it, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it started right here at this kitchen table.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, to see the evolution of Real Talk Chronicles from when it happened when my mother passed away. For those who don't know, it started when my mother passed away, mm-hmm. and I know I needed therapy. And with that being said, I reached out to some friends, and right now, Allison is the only member of that group, that initial group that's, mm-hmm. I'm saying still actively with me. I'm not saying any of the others are not, right. Maybe spiritually or emotionally still connected. Mm-hmm. But Alice is the only one that still stands fast. So shout out to everybody that still shares it from the Real Talk Chronicle families, and boo to those who don't share it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
I think it's an interesting concept, and I've heard you tell your story many times. A lot of us, we all have friends and know a gazillion people, but to actually sit down and really talk about things that are very personal to us, very deep, and have that love and support, from people that we call friends, I think that's invaluable. And I don't know. I mean, I appreciate that you starting it and also including me in it.
Yeah. I mean, the beautiful thing about having you do it is that one thing, like I always remember when we first started dating, I had to apologize to her. I said, listen, I'm kind of popular a little bit. I hope you are okay with that. And I'm apologizing now for the love that you'll receive. But the one thing about Malika, she's embraced that love very well. So I think there's a little
I've
hand
made
in
some
her.
really good friends.
Yeah, she has.
Really good. I mean, they're like extended family by way of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy, Bill. When I came to New York 10 years ago, I knew no one. I was so nervous, not only starting a brand new job, but I didn't know one person in this entire city. I
Yeah.
wish I would have met you when I first got here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd have been cool too. Yeah, definitely. It's so funny how, the stars align and things happen this way and
Yeah.
that way, whatever the case may be. Um, Colin, just a little bit, right,
Just a
Colin?
little bit.
Just a
Just a
little
little
bit. Yeah.
bit.
Um,
Bill, you used to get annoyed with me because Bill, we go wherever, Red Rooster, I don't know, just different places. And Bill's introduced me. You were always very good about introducing me to people. But I mean, it was early on, it's a brand new relationship. And then the next time I saw that person, it was almost like a test, right? If I remembered their name. Like, I'm really good at faces. And to a certain degree, I have been good at remembering people's names. I used to teach about 30 to 35 people in class. So I always, tested myself. But this was on a whole nother level of memory name recognition. So there were a few times you were like, you remember. I'm like, oh, shit, I don't remember that person's name. Forgive me. So we had to come up with a way of
yeah, Colin, that's what I've
working
heard.
that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
the
the
bottom line
ringer.
is I just told her, uh, embrace it and then ask me later if you don't know, but act like you know.
No,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because it's
Because the
hard for
bottom
me to
line is,
hide my facial expression
you know,
sometimes. So it's like I
and
want
I
to,
and
but
maybe
yeah,
dealing with me ain't easy either. So maybe she probably could have been mad. Then you see
no,
somebody and you be like,
no,
"No,
trust
I'm just
me.
playing.
A
I'm just
lot of
playing."
times I'm thinking about something totally
Yeah,
different,
yeah. She's
and
always,
just always
yeah,
processing.
yeah, yeah.
But
Exactly.
it is what it is.
And talk about processing. Let me ask
Mm.
you a question. What do you think about what's happening with the governor of New York? A lot of people were all into the governor, and it seems like the Roosters are coming home on him a little bit. I mean, I don't know if certain things are really sexual harassment, but now everybody's coming up the woodworks about, oh, he asked me how was my dating life. Is that sexual harassment? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm a woman, obviously, and I never want to see a woman hurt or mistreated.
absolutely.
However, just, I haven't heard a lot, but the little bit that I've heard, I think what I heard earlier is the woman said that he hugged me, right? She said that he hugged her
Hmm.
and she didn't feel comfortable with the hug. Okay. I've been in that situation before. I actually wanted to share something with you, and I think I've told you this. Many years ago, I was very young, working out in corporate. And if this person's listening, he'll know who he is. I don't know if he's on Facebook or not, but he'll know. But this project manager had a way of, very, very warm person, but he would greet you and give a kiss on the cheek in the office.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I've always been one of those. I'm warm. I don't mind embracing. But when you giving me, a kiss on the cheek here, and then okay, the kiss starts going down.
Yeah, yeah. It's getting closer and closer. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
So, it didn't take too many times because I don't give people that much rope. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
I let him know one on one. I told him it's inappropriate and I don't feel comfortable. Stop. Don't do
Right,
it
right,
anymore.
right, right, right.
It was just one on one. I had the conversation with him. He was receptive to it. I mean, he didn't have a choice, because I would have hung him by his cojones if he didn't.
Hmm.
But yeah, he stopped doing it. But I just, to me, it's just a matter of speaking up and letting someone know it's not cool.
Right, right, right.
Did I feel like I needed to go report him to HR, or if he ran for office, bring it out 5, 6 years later? Hell no. There's different levels, there's
Wonder
different
if they would
degrees
have
to
came
it.
out with a big ass lawsuit against him. You would have came out, got
Yeah, but
that
get
money.
that money. No, no, no.
Hey, get that money. Exactly. Give me some that. Word up. All right.
Hey,
Exactly.
you missed the other half of it.
Okay.
Come on,
Yeah.
the
Come
two
on. Come on.
part.
Exactly. So,
But yeah, it's just interesting, and I never want to come off as if I'm judging someone. But just when you really listen, it's like, okay, this is what you're going to work for. I don't know.
But
I'm not
he's a high
doing it.
profile individual.
Yeah.
Some people don't like his work ethics. They feel like he's a little disrespectful in the
Mm-hmm.
office. So right now, some people even said something. I think Steph and I, till we hear that these are some Trump people. Who knows? We don't
I
know
was
where this is
wondering
going.
the same thing.
You
Yeah.
know. So let me just read out some of the shout outs that's going on. I see Earl's in the building. I think somebody else was um, I missed him on mine. And Greer's in the building. What's up, Greer?
Hey,
How
Greer.
are you? Cheryl's in the building. She said, I wholeheartedly agree with Malika. I usually can't hide my facial expressions. I'm working on
It's a
it.
work in progress.
Absolutely. Exactly.
Yeah.
Pearl, what's going on? God loves is a quilt. He continues to bless us, and I'm so glad he's blessed me and y'all.
We
Absolutely.
love you, Miss Pearl.
Dave, how are you supposed to meet women? You can't give compliments without worrying about catching a case. That's very true. Very true. Like we was talking about in the workplace, which there's a thin line between now see sexual harassment and flirting, right? Because that goes up the way. Steph said, "What's up, Steph?" One said that he said, "Good morning, sweetheart." If that's sexual harassment, then that's ridiculous.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Anna? Anna, what's going on?
Hey, Sister Anna, Sister Ruthie.
Yeah. Yeah, Cheryl said they call him a bulldog. I've heard that.
He's a single man, right? I don't know if he
no,
was
they're
single
talking
at that
about I
time.
think just in working too.
His work.
Yeah, work ethics. Yeah. What's up, Ruth? Ruth. I gotta give you that love like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, what does one do when they see somebody at work and you're single? I mean, the bottom line is he's a single man. Like, what would be the script if he was married? Then we could see like, oh, like he's really out of bounds. But he's a single man. He's a man of power. I mean, it's to each his own if he's handsome to some. I mean, Dave, you and I,
right?
yeah, Dave, you and I, we've seen a lot of people in the NYPD, get a tight shirt, and next thing you know, she's working and she's driving the boss, and you're like, oh, next thing you know, she telling you when you can come to what tours you working the next day or
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen in the office plenty of times, time and time again. And everybody, I say this about everything. Everybody has a choice, right?
Right.
As to how they get ahead. And not saying that that's what these women have tried to do, but yeah. What else you got for me?
Yeah, I mean,
so Dave said, I think the perspective is generational. Millennials ain't going to catch me out there. Yep, or ... Exactly. Exactly, Dave. Yeah, I mean, we're all adults here. So.
Yeah. I mean, Gina said, you got to be a bulldog to run this state. It's not for the weak. Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know what's so funny? Darylyn, what's going on? I am very concerned about the situation with the governor. This is from the YouTube people. He may be targeted. Yeah, like Stephanie's a component agreeing on that. Because I appreciate all the side conversations I have with you. All you give me good content for real talk. To be honest with you, especially shout out to all the information givers. I appreciate you that I have to look at and go over. It keeps me on my read game. Gina said the timing and allegations are suspect.
Absolutely.
Your opinion, absolutely. I mean,
totally agree.
It's like somebody just said a few months ago he was walking on water.
Yeah,
he really was.
Every day at 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
glued to the TV.
Yeah, you would watch him like you.
Yeah.
It was the Cuomo show, and then we saw the man try to beat him, and so he came on at 10 o'clock. He wasn't good as Cuomo.
That's when I need something to eat.
Yeah, exactly. I think we all agree. I think the one thing that the mayor has done, it seemed like not everyone is a fan of his, and I think a lot of people agree with that.
But you know what? It's something you said that just made me think back, right? Because you said with him being a man in power, and he's a target, right? So
right.
he's not married, or even if he was. but certain people, certain personalities are targets for certain things. Right. And I'm going to take it all the way back. Right. All the way back to when you and I first started dating. And we've always been very open about other people, men, women, what have you. Mm-hmm. And I remember saying to you, because you are popular, well known, people, I felt always felt like somebody's just waiting for us to fall. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we have people's blessings now, but it's a real thing. And that's not just females for you, that's males for me. They looking at you like, oh, he gonna F up one day. Yeah. Listen, they're gonna be there.
Real talk, there are some people out there that are waiting for the pendulum to swing. And I get it. And you have to keep on waiting because God forbid, if we don't make it, it's not going to be anything with you, anybody out there that helped it, the sabotage it, because that's not going to happen. And I think that's just comes with maturity and knowing where you want to be. I've always told Malika when we got married, before we even got married, I said, you don't ever have to worry about me cheating on you because I didn't get married to cheat. I didn't, I got married at a nice age where my oats should have been sown. Not that when you're young, you don't sow your oats, but the bottom line is I knew I wanted to be here.
You can sow your oats with me, baby.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, it is what it is, the way it is. So,
like you said, Delcina, no way. Yeah. People around the world look at him for guidance during the pandemic. Yeah, this pandemic. They sure do. And what's so funny? Like, Dude went gangster with it. He was like, yo, I'm not resigning. Have the Attorney General.
Letitia James.
Yeah, anybody. He said, roll the dice. Mm-hmm. He's like, if I guess he's with it,
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Dave, too old for the drama. Absolutely. Yeah. Nobody got no time for no drama. I'm out here cheating. Mm-hmm. People out here trying to get some pandemic love. And, that's a crazy thing, dating during the pandemic. Maybe we need to do a show on that because I'm sure it's hard. I know probably I wish I could speak to somebody from these websites, companies and find out how much their services went up due to the pandemic, because I know that's what it was. After a while, you just like, okay, let me date online and things of that magnitude. Thank you, Darylyn. Very proud of me. I appreciate you. We go way back, sis. She says, talk that talk, Malika. Exactly. Yeah, well, what's so funny? People, it's like I think for the most part, people are very happy for us because, we've heard they talk about like, Black love and things of that magnitude still makes people feel like they can be with somebody, which is a wonderful compliment. Thank you to have. I know a lot of people thought that I would never get married. I don't know about you, you know what I'm saying? But, I tell people all the time, reason why you are here is because, one, we were transparent. Two, you probably weren't from here. So your ears weren't corrupt yet. Mm-hmm. Which is a good thing. And even when they tried to corrupt your ears.
Well, like, oh, he's a dog girl, stay away from him.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because it was tried already.
Yeah.
And Malika was like, yo, let me holler at you about something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then
one girl that said to me at some outing, she was like, yeah, I wonder why he picked you.
Yo, that's gangster,
so,
right?
I'm from North Philly, right? It was like 10, 9.
Right. Count it down. Yeah.
Remember I told you that? That was some wild shit right there.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing I always say, everybody sees Malika as this nice, sweet lady, but, she got that North Philly, that state property in her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just being whatever. Yeah, we ain't even going to go down that road. Right. But it's just interesting, some of the things that we get. So Delcina said, I'm happy when people find their soulmates. A lot of people don't believe in that, but you compliment each other. Thank you, Del.
Thank you.
Definitely no drama. Cheryl agreed. Michelle James, I love the love between you two. Thank you. Collins said, let Letitia do her job.
Yeah. And now she's a bulldog. Now, she gonna come in with the woo. She's showing all teeth on the side, yo. Word up. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Gina. I'm sure it does, I might have you. We might interview you and maybe some other people or see who wants to come on
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
and
get some
talk
single
about
people together.
yeah,
Mhm.
dating. What's single like? Single life like dating now. You know what I'm saying? And do people really want to date? Like, or do some people really want to be in relationships? Some people think they do. Some people really don't. Because you get stuck in your place. Like even us, we had to learn to really cohabitate. Love don't make it right all the time. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, come on, and you could be like to me, really, dog. So. But I think when you care about somebody, you
Yeah.
you kind of tinkle with yourself and stuff like that. So
So what did you do last weekend? Last Thursday?
yeah. So now we're going to talk about COVID.
Some interesting stuff happened.
Yeah. First and foremost, what I'm going to say, I'm not sitting here being an advocate for taking the vaccine, and I'm not going to be an advocate for not taking it because I know a lot of people, for whatever your reasons are, skeptical. And I'm not sitting here trying to tell you to do anything like that. I'm telling you what we did was what the best for this family. With that name at the bottom of that screen, that's what was best for this family right here. You do what you got to do. But so due to NYPD, I was able to get vaccinated. I got the first shot.
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday. What is it?
Moderna.
Moderna. And you were able to. You and your mother were able to.
My mom and I got it Saturday.
This Saturday, and you got Moderna too. Now, like everybody, we were all skeptical of where to come from, and some people are still skeptical. And like I said, I'm not sitting here advocating you do you. I just telling you we did what we had to do for us. Underlying conditions, pre-existing conditions, whatever how you want to determine, use how you want to articulate it. Just got to do what you got to do.
So in the very beginning, right, like a few months ago, we both said, we're not taking it. Like we're the people who, when I had surgery a few years ago and they wanted to give me whatever, I don't know, Tylenol with codeine, whatever, some stuff like that. And I'm like, no, don't give me anything like that. So, and we're both the same way. But so with the vaccine, we both originally said we are not going to do it. We're not taking this, we're just going to continue to be safe. But then something shifted. So we had a panel discussion, I believe in January, with healthcare professionals that I hosted, nurses and pharmacists, and we learned a lot from the panelists, right?
Also having Dr. Marilyn Porter on.
You and Allison had Dr. Porter, your cousin, and we learned a lot more.
And we had our cousin Kendra on too,
and our cousin Kendra
before the beginning, yes.
So we just said, okay, let's educate ourselves. Let's not, especially being a voice, right?
Right.
So, we wanted to be more educated in what we were talking about. And that's why we hosted those shows to help spread the word, get real information out there from people who actually know all about it and also took the vaccine themselves. And we learned a lot. So we made a choice to go ahead and move forward. And when I say we, I'm saying Bill, myself, and my mom.
Yeah.
So my mom's 71 years old, and I have had her. She's on multiple waiting lists, and we got an email Thursday in PA that there are 185,000 people on one of the waiting lists. And yeah. So needless to say, it's been
we had to make our moves on that.
We had everybody knows that we live in two places now. So, we were fortunate enough, we just took advantage of an opportunity in New York. And because I have a pre-existing condition, I have high blood pressure. So even though I'm under that age, because I have that condition, I was eligible to get vaccinated as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. So
that's it. No,
yes.
that's it. And we just wanted to be open and transparent with you and just share. We haven't grown two heads. I still have, all the same amount of fingers.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to share, and it was fine.
What's up, cuz? I see you in the building, Kendra. My
Yes.
cousin is in the building. The
I see her
newlywed
there.
is in the building.
Yeah.
And how are you doing? How's Lamont doing? One thing I want to say too is that I know a lot of people of color are very skeptical of taking this vaccine, and I get it because we are. But let me tell you something. What I've learned is that so many people, not of color, are online getting these vaccines in places where people of color live. So let's not say that. The one thing that I can say from what I've witnessed the past 4 days or 5 days, being with you at the place, being at the places I was at, talking to people that have taken a vaccine, it's there to take if you want it. So we can't say it's not in the communities of Harlem or the communities of the people that are less fortunate than the rich. It's out here. Whether you take it is your own choice. And like you said, you got a choice. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an advocate for it because I took it, so I guess I am advocating the fact that I felt what it was best for me. So that's what I am advocating. I'm not going to say that. Listen, whatever reasons you have, it is what it is. The one thing I know a lot of people are saying they're going to wait. I asked my question to you, and I had a long, extensive conversation with a childhood friend on the phone today, and he said to me that he was going to wait. So I said, okay, well, what are you waiting on? And he just said he's just apprehensive. I said, okay, well, about what? Well, he's like, I don't want to put anything in my body, So when he said that, I said, well, he probably one of a few people that's never tried drugs or drank or done anything like that. But for all of you out there that say you're apprehensive, and I'm good at, or you're going to wait, I'm sure you've put something in your body. I'm not going to say it's illegal. I'm sure it might have been that you didn't know what's in it. To this day, people might be sitting here listening to Real Talk Chronicles, smoking weed, and don't know what's in it. Just because somebody told you it was healthy, it's good for cataracts and shit. You know what I'm saying? You there. There's people out here that's tried all kind of other drugs, and you didn't know what was in it, right? That's just real talk. So I'm gonna leave that right there and where it's at. So, like I said, I think
it's a personal choice. It is. It's a personal choice for
Didn't you tell me
everyone.
that they came down? Who came? What you said? The CDC or somebody?
Well, today they said that if you've been vaccinated and your friends and family have been vaccinated, then they gave the go ahead to be together without a mask. But if we've been vaccinated and someone else has not been vaccinated, then obviously you still have to protect yourselves. So
so now that's going to be something, okay? And I can go with the thing where I shout out to my man Peter Shue. Him and I talk behind the scenes, and he's always saying about they controlling us and they're thinking like this. So now here's a conspiracy theory. Somebody could tells us now the government says, okay, you can not wear a mask around certain people, and you're going to do it. Yeah, all right. Well, we've all been governed by the powers that be. It is what it is. We can't change that and we can't control that. So the bottom line is now, how are you people that have gotten vaccinated? Are you inclined to be around people that are not vaccinated? Because I know once we get vaccinated,
that's a good question.
Once we get vaccinated, we ain't gonna be too inclined to be like, okay, let's hang out because.
I mean, the bottom line is we still have to take precaution.
Absolutely,
nothing is 100%, and we each have had people, and we know people that have had people very close to them pass away.
Shout out to wait a minute, sending our prayers to my cousin. We just got the call that my cousin is in the hospital right now, fighting COVID. You know.
Right. So we have good friends that lost their parents. I lost a very close friend of mine in November. You've lost close friends recently.
Absolutely.
It's real. So let's read some of these comments. So Ruthie said, true that everyone needs to do what's best for themselves. I got the J&J COVID single shot vaccine today. Good for you, Ruthie. Dell said, wow, that's too long a wait list. Yeah, glad you guys got your vaccine and she's off to study. Kendra said, we vaccinate.
Get that test, pass that test. Yeah.
Kendra said, we vaccinate more than 300 people a day at our hospital. Love that everyone is coming out and we try to make it as fast and comfortable of an environment as possible.
Hold on. Kendra, chime in and just let us know, is it a lot of people of color or what's the demographics? Go ahead.
So Sister Greer said, Clay and I got the vaccine. We go back at the end of the month for the second dose. Dave Conley said, fools out here smoking loud and chronic.
Yeah.
But won't take a vaccine.
Sharing it. Still sharing. People out here, hold on. People out here still sharing cigarettes, weed, drinking out each other's bottles, but you won't take the vaccine. Now, those are the people I'm confused with. I'm not talking about all my other people. I respect everything that you're saying and you're doing. Darylyn said, it's out here, and I think if folks consider immunization for travel and school, they would change their mind. Exactly. My boy was telling me today, I'll let you pick up. My boy was telling me today that he said his doctor told him, he said pretty soon he thinks they're going to, maybe he had an inside track, that they will not allow you in certain places if you don't have the vaccine. So that's something to think about too. And so now he's in a thought process because he's not on social media. I won't put his name out here in the universe. Go ahead.
So Pinky said, I thought like you and your wife, but I educated myself and I have a pre-existing condition, but I want to be around my nieces and nephews. I also want to live. There is no in between with this. So I am taking it. However, I'm not doing J&J. So thank you for being transparent.
Absolutely. Respect.
And Greer said Clay went first and he was adamant about not getting it as well in the beginning, but he changed his mind. Kendra said it definitely helps our community to see other Black nurses that have gotten it and are able to talk about it. Every single person was relieved by and able to ask questions about it and the fact that she can speak to it.
Yeah, ask the questions. Good.
Yeah. So Cheryl White said, my reasons are because of my respiratory issues and allergies. I've taken the flu vaccine and got really ill.
So did I.
And landed in the ICU. The same with the pneumonia vaccine.
Yeah, I'm agree with you. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Cheryl, I think those shots have the flu and pneumonia in it. Maybe do more studying. You got to do your studying on it. COVID doesn't have it in the vaccine. So that's something to think about. I, like you, took the flu shot and got sick, and I never took it again. Skeptical, very skeptical about taking the vaccine. And I was until I got it. I when he stuck the needle in my arm, I was still like, yo, what are you doing, dog? You understand what I'm saying? But okay. We'll after we read some more comments, we'll tell you what side effects we felt from taking it. But go ahead, Colin.
So Colin said, I got my first dose of the Pfizer vaccine 2 Saturdays ago. I feel so blessed to have gotten the vaccine. I know people in other countries who do not have the opportunity to get it.
Absolutely.
That's true. Kendra said, I had a few people in my station with the same symptoms from other vaccines. The key is to get it done at a hospital just in case.
Exactly. So I think she's talking to you, Cheryl.
To Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yep. And Cheryl said, oh, and I've never done any kind of drugs.
Well, shame on you. Now, let me stop now. I'm just playing. And bless you for that. I mean, like I said, I know, like I said, there are people, that, like you said, maybe never done drugs, maybe, but they smoke cigarettes. There are people out here that are smoking hookah. They don't know what's in hookah, but they're smoking it, but they'll say they won't get the vaccine. So, maybe somebody like yourself, you have all the right answers for what makes it work for you. And like I said, I'm not here to tell you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
to do it. I'm just telling you what we did for us because that's how we had to live our lives. Like I said, everybody got to walk their own path. And like I said, I was very non. I'm not getting it. And then I had to ask myself, well, why am I not getting it? I can't blame it on Tuskegee. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole different story. Once you learn the history of the Tuskegee situation, you know, SARS, this vaccine was being out here made. So I'm not sitting here, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and preach to why you should get it. Not you, Cheryl. I'm not talking to you directly, Cheryl. I'm just talking to anybody. But I'm saying I had to get the information that was best for me and my wife
and we have
and our relationships and
older people, relatives that we
around
want to
us.
be
Yes,
around.
you know, my uncle, he got it. So the elderly are getting it, and like I said, people of color are not getting it. But then there's some people of color that's getting it, and you didn't know they was getting it. You was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Thanks.
So,
all right.
yeah. So Kendra said we had a great mixture as far as demographics. The Black community in DC is really turning out. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, Kendra. Marquetta said, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Foster. She will not be taking the vaccine.
Got you.
Your choice.
Yeah. Yep. Let us know why you're not taking it. Just wanted to hear why you're not taking it.
Mm-hmm. And Cheryl said, thank you.
Absolutely, Cheryl.
Brother Clay is in the house. He said, I'm trying to get back to Cuba. And they're saying no shot, no entry. So that was his motivation.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. So,
so were you nervous before you went there? Because I wasn't there. I was on the phone with you.
No, I wasn't nervous. I was just wondering, like Cheryl said, about side effects. I was very, very skeptical and wondering, like, am I going to really get sick with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen to me? Because, like I said, when I took the flu shot, it was probably one of the worst illnesses that I felt. I felt like I was one day, like listening to Bones and Harmony, like their song Crossroads. I really felt like I was out of here. And I've had multiple surgeries and illnesses that have put me on the bed, but that flu shot was the worst cold or flu pneumonia I've ever felt in my life.
How long did it last?
I don't remember, but I just know I was down. I don't even know how old I was, but I know it was the worst thing that I ever experienced.
So so there was a little bit of hesitation because of what you went through.
Absolutely. And then there was also a hesitation, a percentage of me was like, am I really doing the right thing? I don't know what's in this joint. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I also know that I got some underlying things going on and my immune system is not as strong as it used to be. And I need everything in my power to fight right now. And that's what I did. What about you? What was your thought process?
Yeah, I don't, not a big fan of medicine in that regard at all. So
and hold on, let me interject. We're really holistic people too. So just to put that out in the universe. But I don't know if anything holistic is really fighting this right now. So
yeah, I mean we are so diligent about our ginger and lemon. At least all kinds of stuff, right? 1 to 3 times a day, and exercise and water and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I was hesitant, but I didn't focus on myself. I was so focused on my mom and on you, that I kind of put myself in the back burner. Like I want to make sure that we're all good, and my main focus was, on the two of you.
Absolutely.
And so I just did what I had to do.
Yeah. Darylyn, what you say? Have I taken a flu shot since your experience? No, I won't take it again. Never take it. See, that's my point. I already took it. It's just like somebody having their first drink and then throwing up, getting sick, turned off, somebody trying drugs for the first time, weed, cocaine, whatever it is, and never touching it again. I have experienced why I will never take the flu shot, and that's just what it is. And I looked at my doctor, and I was like that buzzard in that cartoon. Nope, oh, nope. I'm not. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Do that again.
Oh no, no, no. My mama done told me that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
so somebody went to study. Who's that?
Michelle.
Michelle. All right. So happy studying, Michelle. But she said J&J are, what did she say? Are they
So they
the
come with
same
the talcum
company?
powder. Yeah.
Yeah. And she said she has sickle cell. So Friday she's going to find out from her doctor if it's okay to take it.
Yeah. And Michelle, if you get a chance, inbox me. I'll tell you where we got it if you want to know. I mean, you know, with your illness, you should be able to.
She should be able to
You
get
should
it.
have got it when you wanted it. You should be walking in the spot. Like I know I'm O negative, so when I go to Red Cross or whatever, not Red Cross, what is it, the blood center? They be like, yo, come on, yo, move out of this way, come on. It's like, yo, I got the VIP. Come on, O negative.
You got the VIP at the blood center.
I do, I really do. I've gone to the blood center late and they be about to close, and I'll be like, yo, I'm O negative. They be like, oh, okay. Jimmy, we got one. Get him in, rush him in. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when we were first dating, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm going to go get blood," but I was like, oh, "Okay," but then he said it again, like a little bit after. I'm like, "What's up with you and all this?"
No, I give blood almost every 8 weeks.
I think that's great that you do
Yeah,
that.
and
I
then they
really
send me
do.
little things. Yeah, you just saved a little girl sickle cell.
No,
You saved
it's a
somebody with
good thing.
leukemia. You know, they want to give me Mets tickets, all kind. I got sweatshirts from New York Blood Center. I got a little VIP card. Let me see if I have it. I'll show it to you. So go ahead.
And we believe you.
No, I'll show it though.
It's not
It's
necessary.
my show. We can show
It's
it.
all good.
That's our show though. We can
It's
show it.
a card is a card.
No, it's not.
All right, so Dave said so second doses tend to have more effects, more side effects. The first dose introduced the virus, the second will attempt to fight it, hence the reaction. Your body is doing its job. Yes, we've been hearing the same thing. Dave has not taken a flu shot since 9/11, and he said that was a bamboozle. Pinky said, absolutely, Bill. Right before I took chemo, I had to take the flu shot, and I will never do that again. Even if you put a gun to my head, I'm not going to do it. That flu shot was the worst. And she said, and that's why she's skeptical about taking the vaccine, but prayers changes things. Prayer does. It definitely, and we prayed on this decision, trust me. Ruthie said, I decided on J&J in consultation with her primary care physician. It has something to do with the delivery system. Having my doctor break it down for me, and it made it more comfortable for her. Cheryl said yes to all of that. Drink the ginger and the lemon daily. Yes. And the sea moss and the smoothies. Absolutely, Cheryl. We swear by it. Kendra, she said, yes, the second dose tends to give everyone symptoms, but totally to be expected for several hours after because your body now has built up those proteins from the first one. Thank you for that, Kendra. Yeah, we're on guard about that one. And Michelle said, yes, after chemo and radiation, I'm confused. Yeah. So, we are, and I'm so focused on getting our immune systems as strong as they possibly can be. That's why, at first when Bill was like, what is that in your cup? I have, it's like,
she got it in the fridge right now.
It's in the refrigerator, but I shave the ginger. I take like a grater and I shave the ginger. I'll get them. So that I can consume every little bit of it. And now you do too.
Yeah, exactly. And she'll be in there just shredding. I'll be like, what are you doing? Give me a kiss. She'll be in there shredding. She'll be in there shredding ginger and stuff like that. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, definitely. I feel you. So chemo and radiation, I get it. So what you said, Marquetta, she says so many reasons. One is the companies that are involved with the vaccine are associated with cancer, and I do believe that it will create some things with us that may not show up now, but I do believe down the line it will affect us if taken. I absolutely don't trust Johnson and Johnson, and that has major lawsuits against them. Marquetta, I totally get it, and I'm with you on it. Um, like I said, we definitely all got to do what we got to do for oneself. Um, yeah, companies. I mean, hey, God forbid I have to be that dude, like you said, 10 years later. If you took the so and so vaccine, call 1-800. You're effed up. I mean, like, you know, lawsuit, people walking around like Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? I just know right now. I mean, we've all had to take vaccinations when we went to school, and like I said, I'm not here trying to be an advocate to do it. I'm just telling you, what I had to do, and let me ask y'all, for those that are not taking it, Cheryl, Marquetta, um, what what will you do when they say, well, okay, if they ever come up with these kind of restrictions about you can't um, go to certain events, travel, fly, do anything if you don't take the vaccine, if you don't have the vaccine. What would be your thought process on that? Marquetta says so many reasons. One is the company that involved with vaccines are associated with. Oh yeah, I did read that. Yeah, I'm just not taking it right now. I do believe it's an experimental thing right now. Yeah, I mean, what's so funny? I don't, like I said, I don't want to talk for it. So I don't want to be like, and I say this with all respect to everybody's knowledge. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm a advocate for it now. I'm an advocate for what I did for me, what's the best for me. It's like, how somebody says, well, I'm going to take Broadway, or well, I'm going to take Riverside. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to take the train. I'm like, we did what was best for us. So that's why, this when you talk to people in the medical field and things like that, this vaccine was out a while ago before.
Well, the technology for the vaccine, they said, was about 20 years
Yeah,
in making.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And like I said, I'm not sitting here to, like, certain things like I can speak on, like when we talk about law enforcement, and a lot of things I will talk about and converse with people about, but I definitely don't want to feel like when somebody has feelings about something, and especially this, I do not want to like feel like I'm going information for information with you, because I don't want to seem like like I said, I'm an advocate for it. Like I said, I always say this, and I say it. I'll say this till I'm blue in the face, not just because just because. Like I said, this was something that I felt we did. Now, like, not trying to get kudos, not trying to get applause. It was just something like, hey, it was best for this household. I mean, there are people out here, and if there is any couples out here listening now, please tell me if there's one person that got it and the other one didn't get it.
Well, we know some couples like that too.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't want to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny.
Carolyn said, I think holistic medicine is healthy for our immune system. Absolutely. I mean, I'm in the Tai Chi, and I sit there, I try to pluck, shout out to Abdul Musawir. I sit out there and try to pluck his brain sometimes when he start talking about stuff. And I'd be like, God, this man is very knowledgeable about the Tai Chi, the health. Go ahead. Anna said.
Yeah, so Sister Anna said, if I can't travel, I'm taking the vaccine right away. She said, I need to get away. I will probably get it, but really, she's really afraid of how her body is going to react to it.
Yeah.
And that's something that we can't predict. I feel like it's Russian roulette.
Gotcha.
Anna, when I tell you, we are so with you on that. Like, we both, you hear, we've been talking to people, everybody has pretty much the same story in terms of symptoms. Mm-hmm. But you're right. We're all different and we just don't know. So like Bill went Thursday, and when, I saw him later that day, I was like, you okay? I kept asking, checking. I was like, all right, you still look the same. He's like, what? You expect me to look different? But I just wanted to know, what his reaction to it was. And I've been asking him that just about every day.
So before we get into anybody else, we're going to say this. What I've learned from taking this vaccine that we took is that you will be a little fatigued. And when I say fatigue, you'll be tired and tired and not like
like a little worn
drag.
out, wasn't
No,
like that.
more tired of like you worked out and you need some rest.
Or you were up half the night, and
Yeah,
then the next day you got stuff to do, and you don't feel like doing it.
right.
But yeah, because
Or
when you came back,
mhm.
um, you just wanted to eat dinner and take a nap.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And this one, like, you all right? What you doing? Why you tired? She wanted to. No. No,
No,
I'm
and
just
then
saying.
Saturday, it was my mom, myself, and then another very good friend of ours all took it Saturday. So we all kept checking on each other throughout the afternoon and evening, and we all felt the same way. Have dinner. We picked up dinner for us and my mom, so she didn't have to cook either. And we all just had dinner and just put something on and just chill. So I don't even remember what movie. Oh, Coming to
America
America.
too. We can be
So
movie critics before we get off tonight.
yeah, for
Let me
real.
know what you feel about
So
that.
but yeah, I can't even tell you about. I lost my earring. 5 or 10 minutes of that, I just kept falling asleep, and it was cool. The next day, I was all right. I just, I was a little tired, but I was okay.
Yeah, Michelle said, like I said, I'm confused. What lab rat did they test this on? Absolutely. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Clay said, if you eating pork, beef, or chicken, hell, fish, and you don't know to take the short BS. BS is, you know what I'm saying? Sheila E's in the building, little power to each his own. I took it because so many people died and are suffering because of disease.
Hmm.
This disease. Absolutely. Marquetta said, I have thought about the travel restriction if not vaccinated, but I also say if not that serious and really have to wait just a little bit longer on the travel. I get it. Listen, we're going to talk about people trying to get back out here to some kind of normalcy. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, people of all different backgrounds, white, black, Spanish, whomever, Russian, Jews, whatever. People out here, like you had All Star Weekend, you got South Beach, Spring Break, you got Bike Week, Daytona, Florida. Yo, it's all people of different colors, and everybody's like, yo, like, tell me, I guess my question to you all is, how urgent are you to get back to the lifestyle that you used to have? I personally, I'm sure maybe I'll let Malika speak for herself. I partied a lot in my life. I can hold off a little bit longer. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm not getting a little like, but
Like
riding,
pushing for it.
yeah, like when once I ride through the Harlem, like I did today, and saw all the people and felt like I had to protect myself and do this and do that. I'll be good. Like, when I go back to PA, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good.
I mean, Colin just posed, and Marquetta will talk about. I honestly only saw about 10, 15 minutes of that movie, so Bill will have to speak to the movie. And Sheila, yes, you're right. I do love him very much. But Colin just had a good comment also. He said, Anna, I know you're afraid of how your body will react to the vaccine, but aren't you afraid of how your body will react to COVID-19? And
mm,
that is something that we spoke about often, because we know so many people who got so sick. Like Bill just said, we found out today that his cousin was taken to the emergency room yesterday. So we have him in prayer. A very close friend of our family in November, a police officer passed away within about 7 days.
right,
So
right,
saw him on a Thursday, and then the following weekend he was gone,
yeah.
from COVID. So, when you live through something like that so close, it does kind of shift. So it's okay. Yeah, I have a fear of needles, or I have a fear of the vaccine. Whatever your fears are, you start to outweigh and say, okay, what could be worse, right? What could be worse? So that's how we based our decision. And again, we are not here telling people go do it. You have to do this. We are only telling you our personal experience.
Yeah.
That's it. We're just being very open and transparent, like
real talk. That's all.
We always are.
Real talk. Yeah.
Right. And just say, oh yeah, this is what we did last weekend. So that's where we are with it.
Anna said, "Good point." She said, "But I'm staying away from people." And you're right, Anna. That's the whole thing. My thought is, I will die instantly when I get the shot. Very.
Will she die instantly?
So, will she die instantly if she gets the shot? Very anxious about it. Okay, just in March, they said they know nothing about this virus. Then they kept switching up on how to keep from catching it. You're right. I mean, listen, everybody. I'm just a journalist right now. We're just journalists. We're just doing journalist stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just sitting here talking and sharing information. Some of you, beautiful thing about Real Talk Chronicles, and anybody that knows the whole origin about Real Talk Chronicles, and Anna's a real talker. It's just opinions, and some may be knowledgeable than others, and we're just sharing facts. So, like Michelle said, not a zookeeper. I get it. Colin, like you said, he had to, he did what he did for himself. And I get it. We were living, and we're still living in, and I don't know if I want to use the terminology fear, but we're still living with caution. But I guess the vaccine makes you feel like you got a shield on, like a bulletproof vest, maybe a little bit. Not that it's stopped anything from happening, but it's just right now what makes us feel comfortable. Something to help us sleep at night. Excuse me. Not that it just the end all, the be all, but I think, like I said, we just got to do what we got to do. I mean, it's just crazy. I know I miss you all, and I want to hang out with you, and what are we doing now? Right? We see each other, and we can't hug each other anymore.
We do the elbow.
Yeah, we elbowing and dapping from afar, and that might be the new normal anyway. But mask might be the new normal.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us drop the mask. I mean, I've seen people get ass whippings on the train for not wearing a mask.
Well, that woman on the airplane.
Oh, she got handed too.
Yeah. She's like taking the mask down and just yelling on the plane. All hell would have broken loose.
And the one thing is, please wear your mask if you can't fight.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing is to have a bloody lip and you ain't got a mask to cover it up. If you can't fight, wear your mask, because you're not even justifying the ass whipping it. At least if you whip somebody's ass and you didn't have your mask on, you'd be like, yeah, see, I told you, I got hands. But if you get your ass beat and you don't have a mask, that's like a double no-no. So that's what it is. I was just throwing some little fun on it,
So
humor.
Bill, Anna is going away in June. She says she's traveling out the country in June, so she has some decisions to make very, very soon. And she said, "Thank you for your point of view and opinions. It definitely helps a lot." And Anna, yes, she said, "No, I'm hugging y'all."
We hugging you back, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We saw Anna last fall, and she's like, "Come here."
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
I love it. But
what Sheila say?
To hit, yes. So Sheila said, "I agree. I was not willing to take that chance. You never know how COVID is going to affect you. COVID is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get."
That's it. Sheila Gump.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Exactly. That's Sheila.
Sheila Gump.
That's Sheila Gump. That's a little power. That's my little sister.
So cute.
Who else we got here? Michelle. She said no. Michelle James said no. I meant I don't go travel fly. I don't even go to the zoo, so I'm fine if I don't go any place. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. What else were we going to talk about? We was talking about COVID and stuff like that. What else y'all want to talk about? Talk about Cuomo.
Marquetta wants to know, how do you like the movie? I don't have any comment.
Listen,
didn't see it.
Okay. So. Let's have some real talk with that. Let me go into my movie critic, my Siskel and Ebert thing right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have been very mad if I would have paid to see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I really would have been hot, right? The way movies cost nowadays. Now, that was the con. The pro, I was very happy to see so many people of color working.
Anna said her and Jeff hated that movie.
Exactly. So, okay.
We'll just cut straight to the chase.
So here we go. So that the con was, I would have been mad if I'd have paid to see it. The pro, I was happy to see so many people of color working. The con, we fell asleep on that movie.
Well, it was awesome because of the vaccine.
Yeah, that too, but we fell asleep on that movie within a half an hour. Another con, even though we know it's like 30 years later, right? But they look 30 years later. People look damn near old and shit, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
No, they did. I was like, oh, are we the same age? Like, yo,
I'm biting your fingers on screen.
We didn't age like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Another con, another pro. I saw a lot of black people working.
No, you said that already.
I know. I said it again, right?
Marquetta said her man said he didn't like it.
All right. Let me say another pro. I watched it again, right? As I was on the Peloton, to be honest with you. I watched it again while I was on the Peloton. And I kind of like the storyline. I will say that. So I might put like 2 fingers up with that. I like the storyline. You know?
Wait, look what Aaron's just said.
Men in the barbershop realistically should be dead. They were all 30 years ago. Yo, Anna, you right. You're right. So they.
Oh my God.
Yo, they were 75 in the fucking barbershop in the first fucking one.
Oh, yo. I love it. I love it.
You.
That is hilarious.
Yo, but why I saw Eddie Murphy had an interview and he was saying, they would say, well, do you think about Coming to America 3?
Oh,
and he was like, yeah, but he said it's going to be later on. Everybody gonna be dead. Eddie, yo, let me tell you something. Yo, come on, man. But yo, Anna, yo, real talk. Yo,
oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Thank God they were still alive, because otherwise they should have. Barbershop should have been sold. You know what I'm saying? No, real talk. You know what I'm saying? They should have been seeing them in the hospital or old folks' home, talking about, yo, call me. Where's Mr. Johnson or whatever his name was? So So like I said. The storyline got cute, but let me tell you something. Thank God for Peloton, because if I would have been able to just sit there, I probably wouldn't have paid attention. You know, like I said, shout out to so many different people black people working. I mean, it was good to see Salt and Pepper. You know what I'm saying? They did it. Gladys Knight. I mean, after a while, at first it started to get a little silly. Like the beginning was a little silly. And I didn't like silly. I know when I want silly, when I pay for silly, but I didn't want silly then. And then after a while, you started seeing how the storyline, and he was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But nah, if I'd have paid for that, woo.
So Cheryl said, yes, everyone looked older. I'm glad so many black folk were working. Yes. She said, however, I think it was an oversaturation of actors. They made it a little confusing. The costumes were amazing.
Absolutely. Shout out to Rick Ross for letting them use his house.
$5.8 million.
Yeah, definitely. He was doing this thing. So, wow. We want to see, anybody saw the movie? Yeah, we're going to be movie critics. Was it Judas, right?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, we want to watch that.
So I'm going to put you out there. I love you, but I have to put you out there.
Well, put me out there.
So
Oh, sorry.
I put on the calendar about 2 weeks ago that we were going to have a movie date. The reason I put it on the calendar is because I have a tendency sometimes to work late into the night.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to, be more mindful of that.
Yeah.
Still in a pandemic, but you still got to date each other.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You still got to date each other. So, I don't know. I can't even remember what happened that night. We missed our date.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved it on the calendar to another day. Somehow we missed that. And we missed it again and again. Right. So the moral to the story is, for the past 2 weeks, we've been trying to see Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, now we don't even know where we got to see it
at. Yeah, we sat down to watch it. Because the thing is, we don't want to start it too late at night.
Especially for this one.
No, I'll go right to sleep.
What? Let me tell you something. There's a little meme going around. The little girl.
It's
a little girl. And she was in bed talking about she was going to watch a movie. And she said, and then she'll be like, I'm awake. I'm like, what are you looking at, though? You know
so we're not allowed to watch a movie in bed because Bill knows I'll go right to sleep. So he's like,
damn it, we can't watch it on the couch. I might have to make her stand up like a horse or something because she goes stand, she gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I didn't say you look like one. I just said,
calm down.
Exactly. I just said, just you got it.
She just your trunks in a bunch.
Trunks in a bunch. No, they stop. That's the trunks in a bunch.
You are killing me. Don't do that. I said don't do
Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. So anyway, yeah.
So yeah, Bill, can I get a date? What's up? Huh?
Yeah. So yeah.
No, seriously, can I get a date? Can I get a movie date?
I'm married.
Yeah. I have how many witnesses out here trying to get a movie date?
We get a movie date.
That's all I want is a movie date.
We can do it. What's your schedule like?
How about Thursday? Wednesday you're with Kevin.
Thursday.
Tomorrow's not going to work.
No, tomorrow's not. Well, tomorrow could work.
All right, like what?
Friday is good too.
I have to check my.
Sheila, what you say? You don't watch movies after 9? Oh, so Marquetta, you said it's on HBO Max or Amazon. Is that where we can watch it?
No, she said not Amazon, HBO Max.
Oh, HBO.
Sheila's with me. Yeah, not after 9, Sheila. It's not going to happen. Yes, Anna. It has to be a standing weekly date. I'm so with you on that. We're
gonna do a Zoom date. Everybody, we're gonna have all go like we was young when we was kids. You know, whoever dating who.
Michelle said I'm gonna pencil him in. No, I'm gonna ink him in every single week. But you know, people.
And everybody knows me. I'm a movie fanatic, so
yes,
I don't have no problems watching a movie.
But in terms of like scheduling a date, just the way we are so free with it. But I will tend to plan something like I'm trying to plan this little movie date. Bill, do you plan things?
No, I'm very spontaneous.
Have you ever planned anything?
Yeah, the wedding.
Oh, come on. You didn't plan a wedding.
I was there.
Yeah, you showed up.
Yeah.
But it's all good. I mean, you know your partner, right? So if I wait on this one here to plan something, I'll have a whole lot more gray hair up here. No complaints. It's just the way it is.
Somebody's taking shots.
I still love you. That's why we're going to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Thursday.
We can watch it now. Really? Is there anything
what time is it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
8:23. No,
yeah, we got stuff to do tomorrow. Oh, that's right. You got work to do tomorrow. So, what you say about? I took my glasses off. So read what Marquetta said. Put them on. Read it. Mm-hmm. Sheila said that's sweet. Yeah.
Cheryl, now that's a good idea. Well, I'm sorry, Sheila, but Cheryl said, "Would you go to a drive-in?" Mm-hmm. I would definitely like to go to a drive-in. They do have drive-in theaters, right?
Yeah, with this popcorn, and I'll kiss you when you drive it. Ooh, you're so beautiful.
Oh my goodness,
Bugs Bunny.
That's a good idea. Thank you, Cheryl. Mm-hmm. All right, so Bill, can I give you the assignment of
come on
of looking for a drive-in theater?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You can't even find us a drive-in theater.
Okay, I'll Google it. It's okay, I'll do it.
Oh my goodness,
I'm gonna do it.
All right, Sheila said that's sweet. Marquetta, Michael B. Jordan has a really good one coming out April 31st, and yes, HBO Max. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Tina, this is how it is. The Fosters. And Marquetta said, watch Unhinged. Tina, you and Steve, it looked like you went on a date. I love that coat that you had on in the picture. So.
Looking like really.
It was so cute.
You
They look
know,
so cute.
complete chocolate couples. Just you
I
know what I'm
love
saying?
it. Thank you, Anna. So she said there's a drive-in in Brooklyn.
Okay, you talking about where they doing the comedy, Anna? At the dine? Yeah, is that what this place is? Yeah, I think that's what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
All right, we got a
Unhinged was a
lot.
great movie, really.
I've never even heard of that. I'm so behind on movies. I didn't even know we had HBO until that.
Yo, can I tell y'all? She was
It's really
like,
bad. It's
yo,
bad. I'm working on it.
do we have HBO or Showtime?
Of course, I know what they are. I just didn't know. We tell them why because we're using Roku and we're doing this whole streaming thing now.
Yeah,
So,
and PA, we definitely streaming.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, unlike, I mean, a lot of people fire sticking and stuff and all kind of stuff. I mean, there's a whole another world out here, right? Like in business and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, and Unhinged. Who's in Unhinged? What's going on with Unhinged? Because you're the third person to just co-sign Unhinged. Somebody tell me about Unhinged. So, because I'll get my movie critic on my Siskel and Ebert, and I'll be like, today at Unhinged, we saw.
So wait, I'm so behind the ball with shows that I need to watch. I know, ladies, I need to watch Bridgerton. 1,000 people have told me. 1,000 people have told me to watch Bridgerton.
Your hands cold. I don't know what Bridgerton is.
It's okay. You don't need to
All right.
know. So yeah, I need to get on that. Russell Crowe is in Unhinged.
Is that what he acting crazy? Yeah, he's like in a couple. He goes at it with a couple Tina. I think that's a yeah. We got to watch that.
Okay.
I want. Where do you find that out? Because I watch that tonight. She'll go to sleep. I need something to do. Yes, go watch it. Russell Crowe was crazy. I don't. Oh, I like that.
That.
I like crazy people. Let me see. Um, how, where do y'all see it at? Where do y'all watch it at? Tell me now. No. I want to go watch it. Where do y'all watch it at? I want to see Unhinged. Uh, anyway, so we've covered the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh, we covered the mayor. Covered COVID. What else did we cover?
We covered our drive-in movie theater date that you're going to take me on.
Yes. Oh, next Netflix, Tina. Thanks. We'll be looking at that tonight. What else did we talk about?
The date that you're going to plan.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember. I think it was on demand. Okay, that's demand, and that's Netflix. So we'll have to check both spots. All right. Beautiful thing about it is we said everybody has a choice with taking the vaccine.
Right, and we're not going to be nervous about the second one. We know that.
Oh, I'm not nervous at all.
Right, I'm just making a statement that we know something could happen. We could get side effects. We
But
shall
Dave
see.
told us that. Yeah, Dave.
Yes, a lot of people have told us that,
Yeah.
so we'll be ready. It's temporary.
Yeah. Oh, Marquetta said no, not Netflix. Please go watch it. Michelle likes that movie that you're talking about.
Bridgerton, yes.
And Greenland was also a good one.
Okay.
She ain't watching it, y'all. I don't know why.
No, I'm going to.
We'll be back here next month, and she won't be talking about it.
I'm going to watch it.
She'll tell you what's on HDTV, and y'all watch that. Yeah, she'll watch that again.
Yeah.
Marquetta, only on Amazon Prime. Which one? Unhinged. I will watch
that. That was our first time going to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, we go there to shop, but we didn't go there to watch a movie. We went to watch a movie
Same
the other
here,
day.
Sheila. I want it over and done with.
Yeah.
The second one.
So let me ask you a question. Before we get out of here, what do you have any kind of plans for the summer, or you just what are we gonna do? I mean,
we gotta do something.
What are you hoping for in the summer? Everybody,
we're not like Anna going out the country. You know, she missed big time.
Because Anna got money. Anna
It's
Rich.
big time.
Yeah. You're going out the country. Yeah.
I love it.
What did they give you any traveling restrictions, Anna? Let us know about that.
Well, Antoinette just came back from Hawaii this morning. Her and her husband. It's their, I think, their 14-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So
shout out to them.
Yes,
14 years.
Definitely.
You know.
Maybe you'll go to the beach with me this summer.
No, I don't like the beach. I'll go, but I don't like the beach. That's where that happy wife, happy life thing come in, John. You know. Oh, sorry.
It's all good. I have plenty of people I can go to the beach with.
Now I'll go with you to the pool, but the sand, I'm just not a sand dude. Anyway, but I mean it's good, the sand. It's cool, the beach. I like it. Little suntan. Everybody's been telling me I've been in the house too long. I've gotten a little pale. So my man was dogging me out, telling me my pictures that my little emoji, my avatar was too light. Then I had to send him a picture of me. He sent me a picture of me and was like, "Yo, you're dark." And I was like, "Yeah," but that was Bill with a suntan. Then I showed him another picture I just took the other day, and he was like, "Oh, okay." He said, "Well, get you some sun." So I do need some sun. So
I agree.
What Anna said.
She said, "Yes, she does have money. All right, girl." And she has a big birthday coming up, and she wants to be positive in order to go in and out of the country.
I know you got money, Anna. That's why we friends. I don't really hang around broke people. You know what I'm saying?
And
not no sister friend.
A pool or beach party with friends. Expect an invite. We will definitely be
there. Give me some time because I got to get back on this Peloton. Get ready for this little COVID.
I love you just the way you are.
I know. Oh. What's up, Paula? How are you? Paula.
So Sheila said, "I'm looking forward to starting my online business again." Yes. I shut down my business too afraid to go to the post office. I totally understand that.
Yo, what's up, Adrian? What he said, AJ? He said, "We can't act like the virus is
bird box. Just be safe."
Exactly. Yep. Yo, Steph, I didn't watch the interview because I really didn't care about their situation, but I saw it on TV this morning, and they got some issues going on over there in the palace.
Yeah, I saw some of the clips earlier.
And then she was saying like, they was wondering if the baby was gonna come out too dark. I'd have been like, yo, Queen, really? Come on, like your man married a brown woman. Yeah, baby gonna come out dark, but they didn't want the baby to come out dark. And and then what was gangster though? Oprah asked him, Big O. She said, she asked Money. She said, "Listen, dude, if you weren't with her, would you be worrying about, leaving all that royal stuff alone?" He was like, "No." See, happy wife, happy life.
No, they got some shit with them.
He knew to get up out of there, out the palace, because shit was about to hit the fan.
She told them that she had never felt like that before. She felt like taking her own life, and they said they can't help her.
Listen. And so it's obviously she didn't meet the skin requirements. Very attractive lady, but I guess she reps her ethnicity, and it wasn't that. What Clay says, stock up on what?
So Clay gave us some really good advice for the second shot. He said stock up on Pedialyte and vitamin D and C weeks before you take the second shot. It will help. Thank you, Clay. We will definitely get some more of that stuff. Bill, Anna said get busy working out right now.
I am. I know. And I still don't like your boy Alex Toussaint. I'm not a fan of him. I like what's the lady's name? Tunde. I was watching. She's great. I was watching Jesse King.
Sheila's on her bike right now.
Go, Sheila.
You go, girl.
I was watching Jesse King. I loved her house music segments and stuff like that. It's kind of talk a little bit too much for me, really, right? You was asking me who plays the good music, but she was like, she talks too much.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse King. Matt Winters, I like him,
Anna said Alex is the best.
No, he's not. He'd be like, yeah, Queen, yeah, King. Be like, come on, dude. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
Paula said she got her first shot today. Just curious, which one did you get, Paula? And what helped both my mom and I was just taking Tylenol about every 6 hours. So, that helped. Some people said their arm felt like it was gonna fall off. We didn't necessarily experience that. It's just sore, little soreness. So
yeah, Tune Day is good.
yes,
Did y'all rock? I rocked out with her and Alex on the Bad Boy thing.
I need to do that.
Yeah,
I really need to. I want to do that one. Did you like it?
yeah, it was good. I like the music,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Yeah. Anna, Jeff and I, we on the same page with that, dude. I mean, listen, power to a brother working. He got a lot of followings. A lot of y'all people like him. I mean, he doesn't move me. He reminds me of somebody that's trying to be cool, but that's not really cool. You know, I'm not gonna call him a cornball because I don't know the man, so I wouldn't disrespect him like that. And I respect his craft because it's obviously he's doing something right because a lot of people like him. So I don't want to come off sound like a hater, but because I'm not a hater because I respect, like I said, the man's craft. But the one thing is, he just doesn't do anything for me, and I don't give him
Everybody has a choice.
yeah, and I don't give him a bad rating though. I don't disrespect him.
You took his class the other day. I heard you.
I took it with a Tune Day.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was
Yeah,
just you and Alex.
no, I took his arm. I liked his arm class.
I
Like,
knew you took one of his classes.
yeah, no, I liked his music that he played, and music a lot of times I could kind of get past the verbiage from all of them because a lot of times but I know that's his job to talk. But like I said, I support him. I support all of them. Whoever started Peloton is a damn genius. I know they damn near is rich as hell, right? From the bikes and are you like she saw yo. I should have seen. She was giving me like the look, like. So, what other comments? We gotta read the comments.
So Ruthie said, looking forward to getting back on my travel grind, the U.S. and Caribbean. So waiting for 2022 to get back to faraway travel to Europe. And Ruthie goes away every year for her birthday, January 7th, the day after Bill's. Paula took Pfizer, and yes, she took, she had the Pfizer vaccine, and she took ibuprofen for the soreness. Cool.
So, you will you will have soreness for about 2 days. I had soreness in my arm for about 2 days. So
my arm is actually still sore. I got it Saturday at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it's still sore, but not as bad. So it's just in that one little spot, but it's fine.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah. So the side effects that we experienced was, like I said, fatigue for the first day, maybe a little to the next day. So if you really got plans and you're going to take the vaccine, excuse me, I might cancel them, or you won't be the life of the party if you usually are.
Watch Netflix.
Soreness in the arm. Yeah. I didn't take the Tylenol. I have a high threshold of pain, but the soreness was in my arm.
I wanted to hold you down and put that Tylenol down your throat. I did. Mm-mm. Yeah, Paula, you will definitely sleep a lot.
Yeah, definitely
slept a lot today.
Get your sleep on. So, with that being said, and all that being said, this is Real Talk Chronicles, everybody. If you like our podcast, please subscribe to it if you're on YouTube. If you're our friends and your family and you care about the Forsters, share it. Let people know what we're doing because we have good content coming up in the future.
The Fosters? What's happening in June?
I don't know. What, our anniversary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's happening every June. I thought it was something like
Special? That is something special. It's been married for 3 years. Woo!
I know, and not you all with us, but there's some people out there that didn't think I could do it. Fooled you. Let me stop. You know what I'm saying?
And there's another
Clay,
big.
Clay, you was popping them Tylenols like Tic Tac.
Exactly, Clay.
I ain't mad at
I
you.
have my bottle right here. Actually, I'm keeping it close. Bill, you want a
And she got the
Tylenol?
super duper shrimp.
Got the Tylenol. Got the Tylenol here.
Love you too, Anna. Definitely.
Love you, Anna. So yeah, 3 years for us, and Clay and Greer getting married this summer. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah. I'll have a mask to go with my outfit.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tina, 3 years already is crazy.
Yeah.
How fast it's going by. And Clay said he had a slight fever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Definitely did the right thing.
Paula, I want to go to the Barbados for our next anniversary. Mm-hmm. But Paula, y'all been married what? How many years? 14, 15?
They can still go to the Barbados.
Yo, Clay, that's for gangster. You're right. No shot, no invite.
Check that card.
Bring your card with you. It's like, yo, you get pulled over. Where's your card? Well, my driver's license. No, I need your vaccine card and shit. So, with that being said, you want to give the people some positive love before we get out of here, darling?
I'm just kidding. This has been fun, Bill. The two of us here, where it all started, in the kitchen. Yeah. It's been an interesting year. Last year was definitely a blur. There were a lot of bad things that happened. We lost over half a million.
We lost too many people.
500,000 people. Some who were very close to us.
27 years this past Valentine?
Yeah, that's incredible. Paul, a 27-year anniversary. Congratulations.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to you guys.
But, the way we look at it is it's all about perspective. So we took, us sitting home every day and just doing, trying to turn something into something positive. And here we are, right? Continuing with Real Talk Chronicles. We have a lot more things in store. I started a business. You're doing Real Talk Chronicles. We're doing it together.
Tell them about your business.
Design Interactions. Yeah. So I've been working for corporate for 1 trillion years and decided to use my skill set for my own clients, and I'm loving it. It's going very well. I'm thirsty, so I'm about to kill this bottle of water. I know. So, Bill, I want to teach you how to do it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm her apprentice. I'm the apprentice.
But it's, being an entrepreneur is very rewarding. I get a thrill out of, seeing things come to life. So I say, I like to turn someone's vision into reality and create their site for them. But it's more than just the tech part, making a website. I love hearing the stories, the vision behind people's, what made them start their businesses and watching it come into fruition. So, yeah. It's very good.
Yeah, and you're very good at it.
I appreciate that. I also co-own Soft Illusions Fine Art Gallery with my mom. So I feel like I need a clone, but it's all good. So you spread yourself in little bits. But we celebrated our 10-year anniversary for the art gallery last year. The pandemic killed our big plans for the celebration, but thank God we're all still here. So I'm looking forward to continuing to build with my mom. For the art gallery and with you as well.
So I salute you on being a woman rocking out. Mm-hmm. This is Women's Month, Women's Day. So I salute all of you positive ladies out there. Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful thing about.
There's a lot of our friends that we know that have started businesses and they're doing the damn thing. And it's not easy. A lot of people still work a full-time job and are running those businesses. Yeah. So,
shout out to anybody that has dreams of doing anything. Mm-hmm. Do it. Mm-hmm. you shoot for the stars, fall short, you land on the moon, right? So
Yeah.
try something, be something. I plan on keeping real talk. This is the puppy, this is the baby. I'm molding it, trying to get better every day at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, every Monday, the first Monday of the month, with Assemblyman Al Taylor, we talk politics, we talk a lot of other stuff. Uh, every Wednesday, I'm with Kevin Branzetti, former coworker of mine, and we talk about a lot of police stuff and politics also too. Um, the second Monday of the month, maybe Malika and I might do this unless I have some special interviews I'll do. But
I enjoy being here with you. I
yeah,
really
exactly.
do. I also enjoy, Bill, what I started in the beginning of the year was highlighting other small business owners. And I haven't, stopped completely. I'm definitely going to get back to it. It's just, I work a lot. So the last month or so has just been a lot of stuff and just trying to, manage the time. But I want to highlight more business owners. I actually am very good friends with the woman who wrote Cecily Tynan's book. So
Yeah,
thank you
Cecily
for
Tyson. We're
ordering
trying
the
to get
book
her
for
on.
me.
We're trying to get it on.
And I'm going to, dive into it and read as much as I can. But I want to invite her on and see if she'll, come on and talk about that. So we have some things that are, coming up, and everything will line up in the right time. But it's something that I'm very passionate about. Anna, I know you just started, and I haven't, been on your website yet to see what's going on, because I want to support you as well. But I would love to have you come on the show, and anyone else that we know that has started their own, and it could be a group of people. It doesn't just have to be one-offs, but we want to continue to spotlight what you're doing.
Oh, and rest in peace to the people that passed away. I think, of course,
Yeah.
Cicely Tyson,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Jordan passed away. I think it was somebody, and there was also the anniversary of John Lewis. I think going across
Yep.
the bridge. So there were just a lot of uh, sad things and anniversaries of certain things. And let's just continue not to
We
be a
have to
hater.
celebrate every single day. I mean, we say that all the time, and nothing's perfect. There's ups and downs with every single thing. But the more we talk about the losses and people getting sick, it's just another reminder to ourselves, who we have with us, and that's it. Just celebrate each day. Wake up. Oh, my foot is hurting. It's all right. I can still get up and walk.
Yeah.
It's all good. I just say it's God's way of letting us know that we're still here. Those little aches and pains. So, all right.
Yeah. So everybody, I hope we answered enough of your comments and questions.
I can tell we're getting a little tired. Our energy levels start. We need some more get hype music.
Oh, well, you know what? This is how we're gonna go out. We came in on them.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go out on them. The Master Blaster.
What time is it? Oh my gosh! We've been talking straight almost 2 hours. You and I.
Yeah. We have. We've been talking.
It was nice sitting with you, Bill.
Yes, I'm your husband. Like it.
You're my friend. My friend.
I'm your friend. What did
My
Mike say?
best friend.
Somebody, any more comments before we get out of here?
Mm.
I do. I see some comments.
You're looking here and there. Mm-hmm. So, Mike Ferguson said, great informing people to start their own businesses and utilize their innate talents. Absolutely.
That's what we do.
Mm-hmm. This is a good one.
No, that's quiet.
No.
We're not going out quiet. We're going out loud.
Bill's the DJ. Come on, we need something good. We love you too, Tina and Steve.
Shout out to my people. Tell me how to dance. I taught you. Everybody, it's Real Talk Chronicles. Thank you for sharing your evening with us. We hope we entertained you. We hope you had a good conversation with us. We love you. We appreciate you. Anything you want to talk about, inbox us, text me, text her. Talk to us. Love you. Well, then listen to us. Oh. See y'all later.